scale there. All right, so with that, let's take a look at our next match. We've got qualification match number 20, featuring the still undefeated, and at this event, still perfect with ranking points, Team 254, going up against Red Alliance, including Teams 2910, who I believe is also undefeated. I have to check that to be sure, but guys, what are your thoughts on this match?
Well, we're seeing a rematch of the Einstein Finals from Houston, 2910 versus 254. These robots speed around the field, really putting cubes up quickly, consistent autonomous modes, especially at that championships. And we'll also have another Einstein team, 4911, the Cyber Knights from P&W, who have had some arm issues we saw early in the first match, but they can put up cubes with the best of them.
Sodabots have been really good. I think they could be a difference maker for this Blue Alliance, but frankly, we've seen a lot of robots going dead for portions of the match or losing capabilities, something breaking on the robot. Something like that could sway this match. It's so tight right now between the two alliances.
Yeah, and to sort of expand on that, for a lot of teams, this is their third, fourth, fifth, maybe even more event of the year. Some of these robots have played upwards of 100 matches if you're in a district system. And so, especially a team like 254, who's remained undefeated throughout now a 55 or 56 match stretch, shows how reliable their robot, even some of these other great robots we've seen out there, having momentary issues connecting to the field as we go along. So, all right, well, with that all said, we're going to send it down to the field. Get ready for qualification, match number 20.
All right, thank you. As you said, we've got a mini Einstein reunion here. 3 of these 6 teams were on the field at Minute Maid Park in Houston. First of all, Team 5026.
Iron Panthers.
Next up, the team with the sweet, sweet smooth swerve, 2910.
Jack in the butt.
And Team 4183.
That's the Bit Buckets.
Down in blue, this team were finalists at the Central Valley Regional in 2012. It's Team 254.
The Cheesy Poops. Oh.
In the middle here, Team 4911. They're the Cyber Knights, in case you were wondering.
I was.
And rounding out the slides, Team 2557.
That is going to be Sodabots.
We've got the green light. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1. Power up.
It's got to feel like deja vu all over again in this match, folks, as we've got 3 teams that met in the finals on Einstein in Houston this year. This is how you know Chezy Champs is a world-class event. Just look at these robots go. Oh, 254 just missing there for Cube Auto. Only 3 there. But driver control is underway, and oh, I cannot wait to see the scoring, folks. I expect a clean field almost immediately. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's see what these mean machines can do. 254 and 4911 already ganging up on that scale. I see 6 cubes already up there. Not to be outdone on the other side of the field. 2910 loads up their 5th cube. It's a hotly contested central scale. Meanwhile, that red... looks like that red switch now totally empty. 5026 dropping a cube just to start those points ticking up. Looks like one of their alliance partners having some technical difficulties over on the other side of the field. That'll be 4183. 2557 passing cubes right through the middle of the field, and they have hit the levitate for the Blue Alliance. Blue now out to an absolutely monstrous lead. Red trying to tip those scales in their favor at the middle of the field, but right now it seems like it's nothing doing. As keeping up with the Cheesy Poops, a tall order for any team. 1 minute remaining for the Red Alliance, trying to swing a difference, but they're almost 200 points in the hole at this point. Blue Alliance showing why 2 of their 3 teams were on Einstein this year. Oh, the scales, I can see them almost tipping. It's so close, folks. 1 more cube would do it for the red, but they got to get that flip down sooner rather than later. And there's the levitate for the Red Alliance. And the Chezy Poofs is full steam ahead towards that blue platform. They look like they're going for their climb a little early. They say, we're done here. There's no cubes left on the field for our Alliance. Can't retrieve cubes from your opponent's power cube zone. 30 seconds left. They want all the time to climb. Here they go with 49-11. Up, up, up. It's good. Just hold it there, folks. Just hold it. 15 seconds left on the clock, and the Blue Alliance is doing a victory dance over by their portal. Holy free holies, they're spinning for joy. 10 seconds left on the clock as the Red Alliance tries to climb. 457 points and ticking up. Whoa! Oh, that's going to be a monstrous high score for our Blue Alliance. We got scores up on the big board. 459 points for the Blue Alliance. And 4 qualification points to go with it. A commanding win. For analysis on how they built that massive lead, RSN, over to you.
Huge win for Blue Alliance there. We saw the patented qualification match number 20 victory spins there by one of the members of the Blue Alliance, but 254 and the rest of our Alliance partners showing off why they're so good.
Yeah, I want to take us down to the replay booth and look at a few key of the match where it kind of fell apart for the Red Alliance. And if we take a look at bit buckets here in the center, this is just after autonomous mode. They're not moving, and their job was to put a cube in that switch. And the rest of the Red Alliance did not recognize that they didn't have a cube in the switch. So the entire time down here, 15 points not going up. This is a fatal mistake on that Red Alliance, and it's not until right there at about 137 that 50-26, the Iron Panthers realize that they need to go out there and put a cube in the switch to start generating points. But that late into a match that's going to be tight up against a team led by the Chezy Poofs, that's a big mistake, a critical mistake, and that's what's going to really cost you. You're not going to come back for something like that. Yeah. Good alliances recognize mistakes like that, see a dead robot, and respond with a good tactic.
It's definitely true that in this game especially, you need to be ready to move on from what you were planning on doing, because even just a momentary slowdown from one of your scoring areas means that you have to take it there. Otherwise, if you don't have your switch the whole time, it's a huge number of points that you're not accruing. So even though it might seem like the easier task, it's a vital task.
Yeah, and I also want to point out something I noticed sort of there. 254, we notice a lot of the time putting cubes on the scale. Very good robot. They're also probably one of the best exchange robots in the whole world, ironically. But we only saw them put in 6 cubes out of the 9, even though they had a huge lead starting very early. And that's something that we see them do a lot of the time. They'll guarantee themselves a levitate and leave the rest of their cubes available for switch or scale placement later on in the match as needed. So